What is up, YouTube? We're out here in Texas. Just had to quickly step out of the area I grew up my entire life, and see a different part of the world. And it's pretty dope, I will say, out here in Texas. But I want to just hop on here and talk about, a piggyback off of the previous couple of videos I made. We're just like you taking a risk on making changes in your life might be the one thing holding you back. See, like so many times we just get caught up in this routine where we're doing the same daunting tasks day in, day out, right? And we get caught up in the circle, and it's nice to be able to take a step back and, actually look around with where you're at. Obviously, I'm still in the same country, but, it's a lot different just being out of my hometown, being out of my environment, just seeing a different part of the world where there's a lot more opportunity relative to where I want to be. And I think that in general, look at that sunset, that is crazy. In general, we just get so caught up in the small things in life that we don't actually look at, like, what is the big picture? Where is it we want to go? And really just want to end this video talk on how, like, that one risk that you're not taking could be holding you back from some big changes that, could be unfolding for you. And so you should take some time to really think with and sit on where it is you want to be with your life, what you want to do with your life. And that's astonishing. It's crazy. And just think on, like, what is it you actually want to do with your life? And then, like, why not do that, right? When I took this leap into entrepreneurship and started my own coaching business, I created a video that I didn't ever end up posting. And I talked on, my phone's not going to stay there. I talked on, like, why I think a lot of times we don't even think about our long-term vision, and it holds us back from the day-to-day tasks. And I think if you could just take some time to figure out, like, where it is you want to go, the places you want to be, and go from there, then the steps, the everyday tasks you need to take start to just unfold, and then you actually have an understanding of how to get there. And in that video, I talked about how we often don't have, any idea of where it is we want to go, and so we don't set big enough goals for ourselves. We don't take enough action. We don't think outside of the box. And, when I was at the gym and I was talking with coworkers about, their long-term vision, like, I felt like I had, not many people around that actually wanted to do the things I wanted to do. And so I had to put myself in a different environment. And I think when you can do that, you realize that the dreams you have set up for yourself, the goals you have set up for yourself are possible. And they will just start to bear fruit and unfold. But you have to change some things. You have to make some life changes. And then when you can do that, you realize, like, the only person that was holding yourself back was you this whole time. And that's what I did for a long time. I held myself back from starting this fitness business that I wanted to start years ago because I didn't think it was possible. I didn't have people around me that were telling me it was possible. I didn't believe in myself. I wasn't taking enough action. I wasn't thinking properly. And then one day I just decided to shift that, and slowly, inch by inch, day by day, it started to unfold. And I just can't get over the view. It's crazy. Boston cannot compare with that. Boston cannot do it like that. and I'm from Boston, so I just gotta say that Boston does not look like that. That's crazy, bro. But I think, like so many times, we hold ourselves back because we don't set out, intentions for ourselves, clear intentions. We don't set up a roadmap for where it is we want to go. And if we're not thinking long term, then how the heck are we gonna, in the short term, take the actions necessary to get us there, right? And my phone doesn't want to prop on this, whatever, bro. But I think, so many times we hold ourselves back because we just don't do the things that we said we want to do. And like my whole life, I had these big visions of just starting a coaching business, traveling the world. And I listened to what people around me told me to do, to get a regular 9-to-5 job, to not start the business. And I had to override that. And as soon as I started to actually do the opposite and do what I wanted to do, things started to unfold for me. And also, just quick caveat, I'm out here in shorts, and it's not that bad. It's 58 or something, or 54. But when I packed my bag, I thought it was going to be like 70s down here in Texas. And then, fortunately, I checked the weather a couple days before leaving, and decided to pack pants because it's a little chilly down here this time of year. But I think so many times we hold ourselves back because we don't take enough action. And like, if you have a clear roadmap as to where you're going, then the actions are evident. Like, you need to take consistent actions that align with where it is you want to go. But so many people, so many times in life, I think we just caught up in day-to-day tasks. Even myself, back home, I was just sitting in front of the same desk, telling myself I wanted to, get out of my hometown, do all these things, connect with other people in my space, and just live a different type of lifestyle. And even when I was at the gym in person, trading all of my time for money, like literally all of my time, sacrificing my own health, I loved working with every one of my clients, but I didn't have the freedom to be able to create the YouTube videos, document the journey, actually build the business the way I wanted to, aligning with my values, aligning with my faith, aligning with the way I wanted to do things. So I started to become stagnant, become complacent. I started to fall out of some of the routines that I had for myself. I stopped taking my nutrition as serious because I realized, well, hey, I'm super exhausted at the end of the day. I'm super exhausted between sessions. I'm here for 16 hours a day. I'm not going to care that much. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to do the things that are comfortable now. And each and every time I made an action like that, it made it more and more evident that I was not becoming my true potential. I was not reaching my highest version of myself. And when I stepped back into okay, John, let's actually do what it takes to get ourselves to the next level. Let's actually start locking in again on the nutrition. Let's start to actually eat the quality foods that we know deep down are quality. Let's stop making excuses. Let's stop going out with friends and coworkers that don't have the same vision. And let's actually build this freaking business, bro. Like the thing that we said over a decade ago we wanted to build, right? This is me talking to myself in my head out loud sometimes. And doing that more and more just started to open things up for me, right? And now we're out here with these beautiful views. That view not quite as beautiful, but you get the point. Because we decided to just lock in and just attack the goals. And Achieve Your Ideal Physique, the program, I actually started repping the name of the brand. I actually started telling people about it. I actually started telling my friends and my family, yo, this is what I'm doing with my career, is creating this fitness business. And for those of you guys that haven't been following my journey, I've been at this for 12, almost 15 years now, but I wasn't documenting in the beginning. I was just thinking about doing things. Then I started having actions, but I wasn't taking all the actions. Then I started to have ideas, and I just wasn't putting everything into play. But as soon as I started to just go 100% in, like actually document the journey, actually tell people about the thing I wanted to do, actually do the things that I said I wanted to do, things just started to unfold, right? And I think you get to a certain level where you stop caring about the opinions of others. You actually just go after the things you say you want for your life. And when you do that, you realize that like the only person that was holding themselves back was you. Like you were holding yourself back from achieving your goals, unlocking those things this whole entire time. And the funniest thing is, like, I used to watch on the other side of the screen YouTube videos about guys documenting their journey and being like, yo, that's so cool. But then I'm the same person at the time that's like afraid to document my own journey, right? And then I started to realize, bro, like the only reason it's like the embarrassing thing is you not documenting the journey, you not going all in on your goals. That's embarrassing. Like not following through with the things you say you want for your life. I'm gonna switch because my hand's getting tired. Like when you start to actually just do the things that you say you want to do with your life, everything unfolds. And it's not possible to get somewhere with just half-assing it. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. It's not possible. See if I can prop my phone up here. Oh yeah, we're out here. And it's not possible to achieve the things you say you want if you're just putting in some effort, if you're still trying to live an everyday life, if you're still trying to go out and party with friends, hang out with the people you grew up with, living in the same hometown, the same environment. Like you will never get to your full potential if you don't take risks. Every single decision that you make is gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna feel like not the right decision. Like even propping up my phone here and taking this video before I started, I almost didn't record the video. And then I realized, what am I doing holding myself back, right? And like so many times we hold ourselves back. We hold ourselves back from not achieving the things that we say we want for our life. We don't achieve our ideal physique because we aren't willing to make the necessary sacrifices to go to the gym, to work out, to eat consistently, to cut off the distractions, to cut out the short-term satisfaction, you know, our dopamine being fluctuated all over the place because we're not doing the things that are going to yield us the benefits. And we just waste time. We waste our life. Like our life is literally made up of time. And if you're wasting time, then you're wasting your life, bro. Like being surrounded by people that don't serve your long-term vision. You know, making decisions that don't line up with who it is you say you want to become. But when you can shift that, you can actually start to put yourself first and your goals first and the things you say you want. But you can put that as the front runner of your life. Of course, like under your faith. But like when you have your faith tapped in, then you can start to actually take consistent action towards your goals. Everything else unfolds the way it needs to. Opportunities just show up. And I told myself when I started this fitness business, when I had ideas of starting this fitness business before I even started it, that like I would document the journey. I would travel the world and create YouTube videos like this. I remember 3 years ago, 4 years ago, sitting around a fire with my family, and we all went around the circle. And I asked, like, what do you want to do with your life? Like, what would you do with your life if money didn't matter? Which is such a stupid question. Like, it's literally such a stupid question. But I remember my answer was, like, I would be creating YouTube videos, traveling the world and, like, helping people with their fitness and with their faith, which I didn't even really say that then. It was really, like, traveling the world with the fitness. And, like, now I'm out here actually doing that and, like, actually bringing people, you know, to their highest self and to reach that full potential. Because we hold ourselves back by our limiting beliefs. Our mental restraints are the only thing that's in our way. It's blocking us. We have the subconscious and the conscious brain, which I talk on all the time. But like our subconscious brain gives us these thoughts of like, that would never be possible. That would never happen. We could never achieve that thing. But then when you actually start to feed it positive reinforcement, you actually achieve the things that you say you want for your life. Like you can actually achieve your ideal physique if you put in the work. When I started working out, I didn't think it was possible to put muscle mass on it. I was like 130, 140 pounds, not even. And I didn't think it was possible at first to build muscle. But then I started to just think, okay, like even if it's not possible, even if I try to convince myself and almost lie to myself, like I'm going to put on way more muscle than I would if I have this negative mindset. So I started doing that. I started going to the gym way more consistently than the average person. All my friends were going to the gym 2 or 3 times a week for like an hour. And I was in there 6-7 days a week for 2 hours. And eventually, you know, I learned how to be more efficient with it. And now I'm doing the same amount of time I'm getting way more ROI. When I wanted to start this business, all of my friends that told me they had business ideas, you know, they didn't make the moves, the risks, like pull the triggers that I did, and some of them did, and props to them. And like, those are the friends that inspired me to take more action. But the ones that didn't, the ones that just talked about it, that just said things, they ended up getting nowhere. And that's not me putting them down in any sense, but I saw, like, bro, like, you're still not doing the things that you say you want. Like, I don't want to be like that. Like, I actually want this. And so, like, when you start to actually, you know, like, put those things first, it just opens up. So, bro, just make those decisions that you need to make. Make those moves that you need to make. Choose to become the person that you want to become and live the life that you say you want. Because we only get one life. Like I say in most of my videos, we only get one life. And the more that you hold yourself back from achieving the things that you say you want with your life, the more that time passes. And truly, when you waste time, you waste your life. So don't waste your life. Live life the way that you want. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Check me out on Instagram if you want more shorter form content, if you want to see the rest of my journey at JSRoutfit, and I'll see you guys in the next video.